suffered heartbreak on the opening night, losing 88-87 at home to Pinar Karšiaca, and then in their next game they fell at home to Ivi Baska's Oldenburg, 83-76. So yes, it has been Heartbreak Hill, Heartbreak Hotel that this Dinamo Sassari team has checked into the first couple of games. But I think anybody that watched those games, especially that first one against Pinar Karšiaca, you know they've got the type of team that can rebound and come back strong. Well, the champions came from Spain last year, Iberostar Tenerife winning the opening competition, the opening year of the Basketball Champions League. And the likes of Estudiantes and the likes of UCAM Murcia and also Juventud were like, we want some of that action. That looked like fun. UCAM Murcia entered the competition right in the regular season, whereas Estudiantes had to go through qualification round 3, which they did. They made it, although they edged a very good Donar Groningen team. However, Juventud Badalona did not make it. They slipped up, falling to Cataya Basket in the qualification round 2. So there are no easy games. You see Vitor Favarani there when he's turning on all cylinders. He's a tough man to handle. Vitor Favarani is kind of shot to prominence really in the Liga Endesa when he was at Valencia Basket. He actually went to the NBA, played for the Celtics, and you know, some injuries. He's ended up coming back over here to Spain and to Murcia, which is where he began. He's a Brazilian, and the new coach of their national team, Marko Petrovic, the former Croatia coach and the brother of the late Drazen Petrovic, has already said he wants Favarani in his Brazil teams that are gonna play in the FIBA Basketball World Cup qualifiers. They're the referees. I was waiting on them. Glad you could join us, guys. Anastopoulos from Greece, Vitkauskas from Lithuania. Also Stoica from Romania. Levi Randolph, Sean Jones, William Hatcher, Polinara, and Bamforth will be in that starting 5 for Dinamo Sassari. Federico Pasquini is the coach, and he was the coach last season. So he knows what this Basketball Champions League is all about, and he remembers his team struggling for results and then digging in and turning things around. Cleveland Hanna, Brad Olesen, Kevin Tumba, Rojas, and Lukovic will be in the starting lineup for UCAM Murcia. And Iban Navarro there with the beard is the coach. So folks, we're about ready to start here, and Battle of Spain against Italy. And, you know, talking about players that know the lay of the land in Spain, well, Darko Planinic knows. He used to play for Baskonia. Now he's with Dinamo Sassari. Who wouldn't want to play for Sassari and live on the island or live in Sardinia? But you can say the same about Murcia. What a place to live and play. Something tells me, though, these guys spend more time in the gym practicing than they do going to the beach. There's Brad Olsen. He's been around. Of course, also played for Barcelona, one of the clubs. He's a lefty. You got to get a hand in. He's actually got Spanish nationality. Comes from Alaska. Hatcher is a man for the big occasion. He hits a lot of big shots. Make no mistake, he doesn't run when the game gets hot. He actually looks to get involved when the game gets hot. There's Levi Randolph. Remember him last season? Played for Citygas Avellino. So he's changed Italian teams. Well, good evening, folks. Welcome to Murcia, Spain. It's the start of the basketball Champions League game between UCAM Murcia and Dinamo Sassari. Battle of Spain against Italy. An 0-2 Italian team going up against a 2-0 Murcia team. William Hatcher. Well, second chances will kill you, and he takes advantage, drilling the three-pointer. And the three in response is no good. Hatcher takes it in. Oh, the jam flying in already. Got to keep up with the Joneses. Markovic. Ball goes out of bounds. Get 14 seconds on the shot clock. Hanna was the player that missed that first jumper for Murcia. He's going to inbound it to Tumba. And now it's going to come out. Go to work. Dribbles between the legs. Vukovic. And Randolph wearing the headband. Played with the dreadlocks last year, if memory serves me correctly. There's Bamforth. Jump shot is good. Dinamo Sassari out to a fast start. And he needs to watch the forearm as Bamforth comes up on him. Olesen fouled by Hatcher. Seven to nothing. Starting. Here's Hanna. Again, fouled up high by Bamforth. And the long one, no good. Polonara, who's in that Italy national team setup. He'll be hoping to get the call for the World Cup qualifiers. He's in the preliminary squad. Here's Randolph. Long jump shot. Dinamo Sassari. Another one. Well, they clearly like the tapas. They like the weather. because they have started out comfortably. Jumping out to a fast start here. Is that a 3? Yep, both feet behind the line. 10-0 start for this Dinamo Sassari team. Keep on Navarro, no signs of panic.
Attack them, go all the way. Okay? Then we need to play earlier there. Go under. If we have to play blue in the pick and roll in transition, it's very easy for them to find the open pass. We have to pick up the ball earlier to go under. Okay? Kevin, control the zone. Okay, the first 2 offense, it was the dish pass, it was that you get lost, and he went back out by your side. Control the bait, okay? But we have to be closer to the ball to go under. We play this next offense 2 side. Hey, 2 side, they all 2-1. 2 side, okay?
So alarm bells are ringing here in Spain with Dinamo Sassari, despite their 0-2 record, coming out and looking loose, confident, and ready to go. They have landed a couple of punches here to the gut. And just heard the tannoy, the man on the tannoy, say, "Bango, vamos, let's go." Well, indeed, you better get going. Hanna over to Olesen. Both feet behind the line. Go! Here comes the comeback. And good play by Dinamo Sassari. Excuse me. We've got a foul called, so good attacking play. Jones at the line. Both free throws are good. Hanna hands it off to Olesen. Into the corner, Rojas. Good. Well, they like that spot, don't they? 12-6. Bamforth hands it off to Polonara. Oh, he looks slick, silky smooth. Catching that ball and going in with the reverse layup. Rojas again, off the back of the iron. Bamforth in the open floor. Now back to Hatcher. Pass to Polonara. And then Hatcher kind of lost control of it. Tumba hands it off to Rojas. Hanna. It's inside, no look pass. Rojas again, and this time the ball wouldn't drop, and Jones collects the rebound. Hatcher quickly up to Polonara. Oh, what a play! Oh, but he doesn't finish. Bamforth, that would have been the play of the game. Nice play by Polonara. Kelly Polonara. Certainly the passing game is not his Achilles heel. He looked good on that one. Cleveland Hanna drives in, high arcing shot. Back to a 6-point deficit. And a foul called. So Rojas. And Lukovic goes out of the game to take a breather. Charlotte Kloof, the Dutch international, started last week, but tonight it's Cleveland Hanna that's starting for Murcia. So it looked like a moving screen. And Pasquini knows his team has had the ideal start. He wants to build on it. He doesn't want Murcia to start getting the wind in its sails. Hanna over to Olesen. Boy, he's a scorer, folks. He's done it his entire career, and he's doing it here for Murcia tonight. 2 3-pointers from him. And as well as Dinamo Sassari have started, they lead it just by 3 points. Here it is again. No hesitation. Sweet release, rotation. The man that's played for Baskonia, the man that's played for Barcelona, now doing it.
And then, if they split or they go in penetration,
see the shooting numbers.
Then they go for the dish out. We don't need any switch. We need only to play 2-step aggressive and then recover, collapse in the paint. In offense, move the ball. If there is transition, we go. If not,
2-point shots.
L side also for Scott shot. Come on, guys, let's start. Come on. 1, 2, 3.
Okay? This man is inside, helping on the roll. Okay? And if they will give you the ball, pasa bien. Okay? Vale, vamos. Venga.
So we'll see what comes out of the timeout here for Dinamo Sassari. Bamforth to Polonara. And look at who they called the foul on. Delia, the Argentinian. Coming into the game. So his first foul. Played for Argentina at the Olympics last season, or last summer. Well, 2016. Bamforth puts it up, fell down. Now Delia gets the rebound, hands it off to Hanna. He gets it up to Tumba. Tumba saves it over to Olesen. Uh-oh, he was wide open, and that time Dinamo Sassari escaped. They dodged the bullet. And this time Bamforth tries his luck. And another jump shot falls for Murcia. For Tumba. Never doubted his team, did he? They were down 10-0, and now they have pulled it all the way back to 14-13. Hatcher for three. Good. That's what he does. That's what he does. And the drive and the deny. Now quickly, Hatcher. Offensive foul is the call. Of course, the insertion of Darko Planinic. So the shove by Hatcher, he was being hounded. This was Delia getting blocked by Polonara, who's been active. And Hatcher has to take a seat. Needs to know that he knows he can't raise his arms like that, his forearms. And the foul called. Vitor Favorani checking into the game. And the second one is good as well, so Favorani will come in for Tumba. Urtasun has also come in, as well as Charlon Kloof. I'll tell you, Vitor Favorani's really trimmed up. I mean, noticeably trimmed up. And Bamforth got inside there. Urtasun hands it off to Favorani, and he runs the court well, scores with the left hand. And Favorani reaches around, knocks it. Kloof picks it up. The Dutch Dazzler brings it back out to Urtasun. Planage comes to help out up top. Kloof open, so he's going to take it. And Rojas comes down with it. Kloof calls to play. Now to Favorani. Big fella. Clangs it off the rim. Bamforth crosses midcourt. And Stipčević. Oh, they call a foul on, is it Favorani? Yes, it is indeed. Wasn't that much in it, but I think the way Favorani kind of swung his arm made it look like he committed a foul. Polinar inbounds it to Jones. Now Stipčević. Bamforth, oh, what a finish that was. Cuts across the lane, scores, rolling to his left with the left hand. Kloof. Now up ahead, and then Kloof takes it back. Urtasun. Now Stipčević. And it goes Jones again. An easy one for him, and Sassari, Dinamo Sassari back up by 4. And Jones picks up the foul. No need. Well, wants to get out and harass, but definitely made the contact. So Urtasun goes to the line, the veteran, and really kind of carried this team for stretches of their win last week in Russia at NSC Krasnoyarsk. The free throw is good. So foul called on I called on Murcia. I'm not sure who that was on. I'll check for you. And Bamforth goes to the line. So it was on Urtasun, in fact. So Bamforth now starting to come to life. And Rojas quickly comes to the other end and scores right at the end of the quarter. What a play. What a finish to the opening quarter. Again, he knows how much time he's got. Bamforth tries to slow him up, and Rojas puts it up and in. Dinamo Sassari lead at 22-21 at the end of one. So the shooting for Dinamo Sassari can't be much better. So that has to be a little bit worrying, the fact they could be shooting as well as they have been, and yet they only lead by one. So it's been entertaining, just as we anticipated it would be. Two teams, even though Dinamo Sassari have lost both of their games, they've come out and had a strong first quarter offensively. Yet they only lead by one. Favarani bounce pass. Hanna back in the game, gets it to Clough. And the crowd wanted a charge. Well, they've got the ball anyway. Clough. He gets in and almost had a chance at a three-point play. That's his game. Penetration, hanging, and trying to score. Spisu in the game as well for Dinamo Sassari. Clough makes the first. Played Clough at Eurobasket 2015 when the Netherlands made it. And then they did not qualify last year, but rest assured he'll be in the lineup, you would think, when they play in the World Cup qualifiers coming up. Levi Randolph has the shot blocked. Urtasun falling down, gets it to D'Elia. D'Elia goes to work, gets inside. Boy, that was a strong move from the Argentinian. Jones at the stripe. Now Clough. And Clough flies in. And Murcia, UCAM Murcia just keep building their lead. And shot off target. Here comes Hannah. The drive, almost for Erdison. And the jump shot this time from the lefty. So Spisu gets it back to a 1-point game. That's quite a weapon coming from the bench if he can consistently hit the three. Hannah. He misses, and now it's back to Randolph and Dinamo Sassari. Randolph pulls up for three. Well short. He's coming out for that. Now Hatcher's going to come back into the game. Favarani in the lane with the left-hander. Spisu hands it off to Stipčević. Stipčević wide open. Good! Another three. Dinamo Sassari back in front. They are a team that just loves the drama. Hannah, back to Favarani. Well, he's got that shot, but I'm not sure that's the shot they want. And traveling is the call on Stipčević. Look at this. Yep. Good call by the ref. He kind of shuffled his feet, did Rock Stipčević. Oh, Martin just fell down. Anyway, Murphy get it back. D'Elia, pump fake, drives in again. Oh, he's getting good, folks. He is turning into a force for Murcia. I know Sergio Hernandez will be excited if he's watching this game right now back in Argentina. He needs D'Elia to be good for that national team. The change of the generations. Stipčević back outside. Pierre. Now Clough. No look pass. Martin spins. Hannah back outside. D'Elia, and his pass knocked away. Not a good set that time for Murcia. And Hannah's able to commit the foul to prevent the break. Clough goes out of the game. And Levi Randolph, oh, quality finish for him. Dinamo Sassari back in front. Past the midpoint of the second quarter. D'Elia again, this time short. Spisu dumps it down to Planinic. So D'Elia picks up the foul. He will come out. And obviously a little more girth, a little more muscle perhaps for Planinic. And a foul called, another one on Murcia, so Randolph has a couple coming at the charity stripe. Only makes one of two, so it's a three-point game. Bounce pass, Tumba. Oh, the Belgium international not able to finish. Stipčević for three. That's a 5-point swing. The Croatian sensation. How in the world, I wonder, did he not get into that team for Croatia this past summer? A foul called out on the perimeter on Spisu. An offensive foul. Is it on Planinic? Here it is again, posting up. Whoa. Hard to understand that one. Tough call on him.
Anyway, that gets Polinar back in the game.
3 fouls on Planinic. And now suddenly it's Dinamo Sassari. You know, it looked like they'd lost the initiative, and here they are again. And Stipčević, he just is getting hot. Look out, folks. It's time to rock. 3 of 3 for Stipčević, excuse me. 37-28 now. This happens. And Alberto Martin just drives down the lane. And now the turnover. And Martin has it again. Spins. Thought about it. Over to Olsen. Wide open. Good. Here comes Murcia. Right back. What a game we've got. So Dinamo Sassari called timeout. Some serious firepower out there on the perimeter tonight, folks.
You go number 5 because he's attacking always, okay? Aki, va bene su Tumba. Hey, listen to me.
Look at that.
This call,
Dinamo Sassari winning the battle of the boards.
We play 2 steps for Levi.
So Olsen now 3 of 5 from three-point range. Rojas, the captain, is 1 of 3. So Murcia 4 of 15. Seems like they're a lot hotter than that. Dinamo Sassari 54% overall from the floor. They've had Spisu hit a 3. They've had Levi Randolph hit a 3. They've had Stipčević hit 3 of 3, and they've had William Hatcher hit 2 of 2. I mean, this Dinamo Sassari team, they can put it up. They are 7 of 12 from deep tonight. Can they keep it up? I think they can. Stipčević just has these games where when he gets on a roll, and the same for Hatcher, they are just almost unstoppable. And here's Hatcher being harassed once again, and Oleson's defense really not the first thing that springs to mind. Forces the backcourt violation, the 8 seconds. You've only got 8 seconds to get it across, so he's sort of taking William Hatcher out of his game a little bit. Martin for three. Trying to join the three-point shooting party. Levi Randolph, though, gets the rebound. Stipčević, shot clock winding down. And Pierre puts up a three, front and back of the rim. Olazola with the rebound. Hanna drills the three. Ring it up. 37-36. A 9-point lead has evaporated. It's now just one. 8-0 run here for Murcia. Stipčević back to his teammate, and Randolph off target that time, and UCAM Murcia can go back in front. Oh, what a shake and bake move that was. And Stipčević had no choice but to foul Hanna. Look at this. Woo. Lukovic back in the game. Well, Stipčević stays out there. It's his first foul. Oleson, another three. And this time no good, but Tomba scraps away, gets the rebound. What are we talking about over here with 16.3 seconds remaining in the first half? Ibon Navarro says, give me a timeout. I want to talk about this.
Brad, you take it out. Marco, Sadi.
So 8 of 16 inside the arc for Murcia, 6 of 12 for Dinamo Sassari. And look at the three-point shooting. Total of 12 threes tonight have fallen.
Go inside, take a screen for Sadi. Clemming with the ball. Brad, box to box on Sadi. Okay? And we play.
UCAM Murcia 5 of 6 from the line. Dinamo Sassari as well, getting a few trips to the charity stripe. Well, I think it goes without saying, really, this is, I would suggest this is a more important game tonight for Dinamo Sassari. I mean, they just do not want to fall into an 0-3 hole. I mean, UCAM Murcia don't want to lose a home game. You got to win the home games. But nevertheless, they are 2-0. We'll see if Dinamo Sassari can play with the sense of urgency they need to play with. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Oleson drives in. Good play. Knocking it away, but then they get it back, and Hanna Oh boy, that hurts if you're Dinamo Sassari. Wow, what a sequence. Perhaps a tad of good fortune. The ball ended up with Cleveland Hanna, and they got a three-pointer right at the end. Look at this. The ball was blocked. Olesen got it to Hanna, and he drilled it. And Dinamo Sassari says, how in the world are we not on top at halftime? Well, it's one thing to block a shot. It's another thing to block it and control it. So they are down by a couple points at Murcia at halftime. You see the three-point shooting. Very similar stats all the way around. Sassari do have the 5 more rebounds, but just one of those on the offensive glass. Stichovic and Olesen each with 9 points. Hanna has 8 as well. Randolph has 6 for Dinamo Sassari. So we're at halftime. We'll be right back, folks. Well, what a terrific, entertaining game that we've been watching so far tonight. Dinamo Sassari and UCAM Murcia. You'd find it hard to believe that Dinamo Sassari could be 0-2 after this first half performance. But that said, they're still trailing by 2 points. They're playing a good UCAM Murcia team, and they've been able to put the ball in the basket. But UCAM Murcia have just been that little bit better. Dinamo Sassari 7 of 14 from deep, 6 of 12 inside the arc. So 13 of 26 overall. They haven't gotten to the free throw line much, just 4 of 6. But they are out rebounding UCAM Murcia. UCAM Murcia 8 of 16 inside the arc, and 6 of 19 from deep. And I suppose if you're looking for a difference in the game, really, I mean, you might say it's the defensive pressure. Just 2 turnovers for UCAM Murcia, yet they've been able to come up with 4 steals and force Dinamo Sassari into 9 turnovers. So Brad Olison, look at that. Mr. Reliability. He's got the 3 assists. He's got the 3 of 6 from deep. But you know what's interesting for me about him is what he did defensively. He was hounding William Hatcher and got him to throw a forearm, and he had to leave the game with a second foul. And then he forced him into a turnover, not getting it across midcourt in 8 seconds. Rock Stipcevic, no surprise there. He has these moments where he just catches fire. It seems like anything he puts up is going to go in. A lot of interesting thoughts from that first half. Vitor Favorani doesn't look to be at his best yet, but a player that looks like he's starting to take the next step would be D'Elia of Murcia. You know, he's a player who has competed at the highest level in South America. He's competed with Argentina's national team. He's played for great coaches. And, you know, maybe this move to Spain is what he needed to really showcase his skills. And full marks to Iban Navarro for giving D'Elia quality minutes. And D'Elia is rewarding him. But I really like the squad of UCAM Murcia. I mean, I think they've got, you know, 10, 11, 12 really good players, and haven't even seen Ovisoko tonight. So not even the young British international. Not in the team tonight. Haven't seen Vitor Benita either. He's not in the team tonight, being given the night off. So the pass, and Jones, just like in the first half, starts well and goes to the basket. Rojas, the captain, over to Clough. Clough back to Olison. Now inside of Tumba. Tumba kind of lost his balance. Bamforth, open floor, gets it to Polonara. He puts it up and in. Achille Polonara. Rojas, the captain. Bamforth with a 2-handed rebound. Bamforth played in Obradoro in Spain, so he knows what it's like here. Hatcher, too long with his attempt. So 3rd foul called on Bamforth. Rojas goes baseline, puts up a tough shot. And there for the follow was Tumba. And then an unsportsmanlike foul. An elbow called on Jones. So that's a big call. He caught Rojas, and he looks over at the referee, says, "You saw that, right?" So unsportsmanlike, so that's 2 free throws and possession. So that's a big call. 3rd foul on Jones. One more for Rojas. Olesen over to Clough. Drives in. How about that? 4-point swing. That was a big sequence. I'm sure Jones would like to have that elbow back. And now the reach, the steal, and Rojas goes up for the 2-handed jam. So 6-0 run since that incident. Randolph from the left. That was big. The 3 cuts it back to a 1-point deficit. Clough and misses Jones with the board. Danforth to Jones. Gets in, gets rejected from Tumba. Randolph goes in, takes the contact. Jones with a follow and the putback. He will get to the line for the 3-point play. Presumably. They are counting it, yes. Good aggressive play. Good things happen when you attack the basket. Randolph attacked it, and Jones attacked it even though he got rejected there. He stuck with it. So they got to count the basket, surely. Oh, no, they are not calling the foul there. They are calling an off-the-ball foul, it appears. So Rojas is with the foul, and it was Randolph that he fouled off the ball. And unsportsmanlike as well. So he was the recipient of an unsportsmanlike foul, and now he's been called for an unsportsmanlike, it appears. And Randolph misses the first one. Makes the second. Oh no, was there a technical called as well? So there was a technical called. So they get 2 out of the free throws. Try to get, yeah, so Rojas did get slapped with a technical after complaining. So Bamforth went to the line and made the technical free throw. So now Sassari have gone back in front and they maintain possession. So big sequence. Randolph drives in, went for the dunk, met some resistance, but was able to put it up and in anyway. So 4-point trip down the floor for Dinamo Sassari. Another foul called on Randolph. Jump shot is good, the three from Earthison. So maybe it's time for him to step up. Randolph again finds his way in. Boy, he just knifed his way in there and put it up and in. And now the turnover. Over to Bamforth. Drives in, misses the shot, gets it back. And the foul on Clough. So I was wrong about Bamforth. In fact, it was, as you see, the foul called there on Clough. He had played at Sevilla and Murcia. So former Murcia player, went back to Sevilla and played for Bilbao Basket last season. So he knows Spanish basketball very well, and he knows these parts very well. Polinar for three. Planinic scraps, but steps out of bounds. Yep, good call. Referee right on it. Planinic's right foot was just over the line, or just on the line, in fact. Stipčević back in the game. Quick pass inside, Lukovic. And no joy going up against Planinic. Clough fouls Hatcher. Good call by the ref again. Got him on the left arm. Second foul on Clough. Planinic gets inside, travels. Foul called. Stipčević this time. The game seems to be slowing down a little bit. A lot of tic-tacky fouls. 2 fouls now on Stipčević. Olesen. Tumba amazed by going up on the LCD screen there. Polonara drives in, back outside to Randolph. His pass intercepted by Olesen, who gives it quickly to Hanna. He drives in on the break and is fouled by Randolph. And Hanna made sure he stepped in. Maybe a little fortunate to get the call there. Certainly Randolph didn't give away any inches. Second foul on Randolph. Hanna can tie it. Makes the first. Bearstar Tenerife winning tonight at Gaziantep. 87-74. Nanterre falling at Aris Thessaloniki, 70-62. Mehdi Beyrouth winning at Petro Olympia. And Levi Randolph flies in, gets the offensive board, and scores. And again, the miss. Tumba with the rebound. Gets it back outside, but that'll be an over and back violation. Kevin Tumba sits down, and D'Elia comes back in. See if he can build on a strong first half, D'Elia. He had the 4 points, 3 rebounds. Or +4 when he was in the game. And it goes, and Planinic follows up his own miss. 4-point lead for the Italians. For the Sardinians. Hanna. Reverses direction, gets inside, puts it up and in. Fouled by Hatcher. Boy, very clever play by Hanna. He makes the free throw, Hanna. Three fouls on Hatcher, so he sits down. Danforth. Or Stepchevich up top. Polonara open. And looks like a foul called on D'Elia. So good work, Planinic. Difficult keeping him off the glass. He was such a good player for Croatia at the 2016 FIBA Olympic qualifying tournament in Turin when they beat Italy in the final, also beat Greece in the semifinals to advance to the Olympics in Rio de Janeiro. Makes the second one. Here's Hanna again. Over to Olesen. They'll settle for that. Oh, he hits a three and he's fouled. What a mistake from Planinic. I mean, first of all, you know, if you're Dinamo Sassari, you cannot leave Brad Olesen open. He is wide open. And then if you're Planinic, you complicate matters by flying at him. You got to be under control. And Olesen looks like he took the full weight of Planinic. But he's gotten up, he's dusted himself off, and he's going to the line. What a player Brad Olesen is. Alaska's finest. He makes the free throw, the 4-point play, back to 57-55. And Polonara, with the shot clock winding down, threw up, had a great shot. Didn't get anything. Olesen now. Here's D'Elia posting up. And fouled from behind by Polonara. Boy, I tell you what, the experience of players like Olesen, Ertason are vital for a team like UCAM Murcia. Alberto Martin has checked into the game now on Stipčević. So a couple of Dynamo point guards. I haven't mentioned this, but Cleveland Hanna reached the podium this summer with Senegal at the Afrobasket that was staged in Tunisia. So belated congrats to him. There's Pierre driving in. I think they're going to count it. Look at this. He was fouled by Lukovic. Excellent play by Dechampierre. And the former Dayton star, just 23 years of age, the Canadian. Three-point play. 58 apiece. D'Elia gets inside. Oh, he gets rejected by Pierre. Here's Pierre again. He's got the bit between the teeth. Stipčević reverses direction. Shot clock winding down. Now up ahead it goes. And the foul. Great drive from Lukovic. Hustles up the floor, scores in transition. Look at this. Pierre says no. Not in here. Lukovic. Well, the fans have been treated to a good one tonight. Stipčević now with 3 fouls. Here he is. Final 30 seconds. Stipčević for 3. That one got a lot of rim and stayed out. Now Lukovic decides to bring it up himself. Somebody better pick him up. Ertason thought about it. The final seconds ticking off the clock. Ertason gets inside. They left a little bit of time here at the end of the third quarter, though, for Dinamo Sassari. Spissu fouled. No, he stepped out of bounds. So 3.3 seconds remain. And UCAM Murcia, who already lead by 5, will discuss this last possession. It's their biggest lead of the game.
First, maybe they don't press. If they don't press, okay, we go here and we try to get, we're gonna do something different. If they press, I want this. Marco. Okay? Alex. Clevin. Alberto. Brad, estás dentro. Brad. Okay? Ball is here. Brad, open up here. Clevin, go.
Interesting. Navarro going back and forth between Spanish and English. Looked like D'Elia didn't understand and he was looking up for a translation. That could be one of the complications that you get sometimes. Did you get that, guys? I'm not sure they did. Pasquini. He's weathered storms before. They had one last year in the Basketball Champions League, but they would love to get a win tonight. They're desperate to get a win tonight instead of dropping to 0-3. Clough gets the shot off for 3. And Dinamo Sassari at least dodged a bullet there at the end. So 10 minutes remaining. UCAM Murcia have their biggest lead of the game, 5 points over Dinamo Sassari. There you see it, folks. The shooting. The Dinamo Sassari three-point shooting has cooled off a little bit. And some of the highlights in the third quarter. And remember that big sequence, the unsportsmanlike foul called on Jones. And no hesitation by the referee to call it. Fourth quarter action underway now between UCAM Murcia and Dinamo Sassari. Hanna, they swing it outside. They're working it. Rojas for 3. Bamforth brings it down. And inside, traveling is the call on Bamforth. Drive, Erdison, again the miss, and the foul called as Bola crashes the boards. Olathola coming off the bench. Bamforth bumped again by Olathola. He's like, Coach, you're just calling fouls on me. Because you got to move your feet. Don't reach. Don't bump. Spisu gets it to Bamforth. Wide open Pierre. Good. Well, he's hit some big shots tonight, hasn't he? This is a man for the big occasion, my friends. I think Mr. Pasquini might want to start getting Pierre in the game more. He's only played 14 minutes. Oh, no, another three-point attempt. Hanna takes it. He's fouled by Spisu. We see it every game now. Referee was right on it. And at the line. The first one is good. We'll get a couple more. Dos más, says the man on the tannoy, on the loudspeaker. 2 more. Takes his time, makes it. Uno más. 65-61. Nice shooting, Tex. Back to a 5-point lead. Spitzu for 3. Hannah soars in for the rebound. Excuse me, that was Rojas. Oh, almost a walk. Urtasun gets blocked. Bamforth just couldn't quite control it. Boy, that hurts. Oh, can you believe it? Rojas missed the dunk. And Bamforth escaped the ignominy of handing another team 2 points. Look at that. He fumbles it away. And right here, this is easy 2 points for Rojas. And he missed it. And then Bamforth was fouled. Well, don't forget that, folks. You never know. Could come back and halt UCAM Murcia. Pump fake. Hatcher. And the tip by Jones, no good, but Pierre gets it and passes it back outside. And Bamforth fouled by Olaizola. Nope, it was Urtasun. Stepped in front of him. Hatcher drives in off the glass. Back to a 3-point game. And it goes, Olaizola has it knocked out of his hands by Bamforth. 10 on the shot clock. Olaizola comes out. Tumba comes back in. Into Tumba, right off the bench. Didn't look convincing with that shot. Bamforth back to Hatcher. Little runner. Gets it back to a 1-point game. And Iban Navarro has to burn another timeout. That is a beautiful, beautiful play by William Hatcher. Catches it, dribbles into the lane, and as soft as you like, just puts it up over the rim and in. Coach's job is never done.
52 down. 52 down. Okay? Brad is here. Inside. Hold on. Patient. Touching. We go. Here. Marco, open up. So. Brad. We can roll here with Kevin. Right?
We need only one situation. Transition deep. They can score only if they land. Okay? Hey,
Well, you know, they were reeling a bit, Dinamo Sassari, but, you know, a couple plays and they're right there. And the backcourt, once again, with Bamforth, with William Hatcher. You've got Stipčević back there as well, who comes in and make plays. And here they are. They're just down one. So Murcia's answer is to bring Clough and Olesen back in. And that presents problems, as we've seen tonight, with Olesen. Lukovic over to Olesen. Lukovic puts up a three. And I think if I'm Dinamo Sassari, I'm liking that. I don't mind if he takes the three. Rather him take it than Olesen. And it goes to Jones for the two-handed jam. Dinamo Sassari back in front. Alarm bells starting to ring again in Spain. A little bit of pain in Spain inflicted by Dinamo Sassari. Into Tumba. Out to Lukovic, just missed one. Gets it back inside to Tumba. Couldn't finish. Bamforth. And good hustle from Hanna. Now up to Clough. Oh, almost. A three-point play opportunity. And Hatcher reaches over to help Clough. Good sportsmanship. Boy, Clough is tough. Look at this. He's tough going to the basket. Clough is tough. Or Clough is tough. Charlon Clough. I know the people back home in the Netherlands got up off their feet and cheered him for that one. But he's got to make the free throws. He ties it. This one will put Murcia ahead if he makes it. Six points tonight for Clough. Make it 7. Hatcher puts it up for 3. Lukovic with the board. Clough again drives in. Good hands from Bamforth. Looks like Pasquini wants a timeout. And Lukovic again launches a 3 late in the shot clock. It goes out of bounds. And Spisu comes in for William Hatcher. So Spisu guarded by Olesen. We've seen Spisu knock in a 3 tonight. So he's a threat from deep, as is Pierre. Four on the shot clock. And Bamforth, oh, what a creative play. He saw the shot clock ticking down. Puts Dinamo Sassari back in front. Now Clough. Clough explodes. And good hands. Clough may be fortunate to get to the line. Look at this. Well, there's body. Must be the body they called. 4 fouls on Bamforth. And Clough misses the first. You got to leave him in the game now, don't you? He's also got Stipčević as an option to come in. 69 apiece. Here's Bamforth, and fouled by Olesen. Bamforth says, what comes around goes around. You call a foul on me, they're going to call a foul on you. Looked pretty clean from that angle. Olesen, however, charged with his second personal foul. So just setting the stage for you again, UCAM Murcia had to win a tight one here in the opening week on game day 1 against Hapoel Holon, and they avoided that upset. And then they hit the road, and they won in NSC Krasnoyarsk. So they came into this game 2-0. Dinamo Sassari, meanwhile, came into this game on the back of an 83-76 defeat at home to EV Baskets Oldenburg, having previously lost at home 88-87 to Pinar Karšiaka. So, you know, a couple of close games didn't go their way, and they're 0-2, so they are desperate for a win. They're now leading by 2. Olesen goes in, and you can see the Murcia fans shouting for goal interference, but referee's right. That ball had not gone off the glass. And I hope you can't read lips from Olesen. Look at this. Oh, I think the fans got it right. I think it did go off the glass. Boy, Dinamo Sassari fortunate to get away with that one. Sometimes you just need that instant replay. And that just goes to show you sometimes how tough it can be for a referee. You know, we had the benefit of looking at it again. Of course, the fans, they were pretty certain as to what had happened. 71 apiece. Another thriller in the Basketball Champions League. Well-played game. Interesting. Fascinating. Jones, Polonara, Bamforth for 3. And the ball knocked into the corner to Spisu. Bamforth's going to try his luck again for 3, and he hits it. 74-71. You know, part of me was thinking, why don't you go inside Dinamo Sassari to Jones or attack the basket? But they stuck with Bamforth. He kept shooting the threes, took his second 3, and made it. Good minutes from Spisu. He goes out of the game. Hatcher back in. Hatcher has the 4 fouls, which is why he went out in the first place. Hannah. Something tells me we're going to see a lot of free throws down the stretch. Dinamo Sassari 10 of 14 at the line. Boy, Murthy, look at that. 22 of 25. 23 of 26 now. And Hannah's perfect. 8 of 8. Back to a 1-point game. Hatcher. Bounce pass to Jones. Spins. Oh, Clough. Looked like he'd made a pretty good defensive play there. May have almost like the ball had gone off of Jones. Watch, Clough reaches in. Whew. Oh, yeah, it did go off Clough. Well spotted by the ref. See, they get him right. Bamforth over to Pierre. Bamforth again. Bamforth for 3. Hannah at the line. And Pierre with the rebound. Now the 4-point lead for Dinamo Sassari. 2:40 remaining. Is this going to be the night when they get off the snide, they get the win? Hatcher spins. Is that going to be on him, or is it somebody setting a pick? Could be adios. It could be arrivederci for William Hatcher. Oh, yeah, it's him. He threw the elbow. 2 of his fouls tonight came with lifting the arm and on offense. So he's out of the game. Spissu back in. That was a big, big play. They had a chance to extend their lead. Instead, UCAM Murcia, another chance. Bounce pass to Tumba, and he traveled. Well, these guys are having to sit and watch. They'd rather be out there. Pierre. Bamforth, he's been the man, playing against his former club tonight. Foul called on Olesen. Bamforth has 16 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists. 1:59 to go. I can't see him getting to the triple-double, but on this evidence, folks, if you're listening, he might get my vote as a player on the All-Star 5 tonight, this week. Team of the week. If they can win. Look at him. Makes the first one. He's at plus 22 efficiency. 17 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal. Oh! That one might have to keep him off the team of the week. Nevertheless, Sassari. Dinamo Sassari up 5. Olesen for 3. Tumba with the rebound and the dunk. You got to box out the big Belgian. Eddie Casteels was liking that. Olesen. Front and back of the rim. Tumba. Says Tumba this. You're not going to get a body on me. I'm going to make you pay. But in fact, Jones was in there scrapping with him, but it was Tumba that won the battle.
Remember, Dick, you have to go. What I want to see now, Marco, Scott, when Scott receive the ball, pick and roll dynamic, for take foul. Hey, we need to make this attack.
Rebounds. We switch and rebound. Offense. Next offense. We play slow. So this game for Sassari. Let's get the ball. End of year.
So Pierre's going to inbound the ball. Dinamo Sassari up 3. That was a big rebound, put back dunk by Tumba. And Rojas reaches in, comes up with the steal. And now back to Cleveland Hanna. 2 possessions in a row for Dinamo Sassari where they don't come away with points. Or am I confusing myself? The drive, the miss, the scrap. Spissu has it. Now Bamforth. 3-point lead for Dinamo Sassari. They want to take as much time off the clock as possible. They get it to Jones. And the shot is good. Dinamo Sassari. That was huge. Back up to a 5-point game with a minute to go. Still not out of the woods. Here it is again. But Bamforth, his stock tonight just keeps going up, up, and away. He likes playing in Spain.
but they are very aggressive, Kevin. They are very aggressive with the pick and roll. I need you to go inside. And when you go inside, we play like this side. Brad's gonna be here, okay? So instead, roll, you set the screen on Brad to come here.
So plenty of time. Bamforth just keeps making plays. He's paying a dividend tonight for Dinamo Sassari signing him. He had 16 points last week, but only had 8 in the game day 1 clash with Pinar Karsiaka. He struggled that night. Tonight, by far, his best game in the Basketball Champions League. Olesen for 3. Stipčević back in. Hands it off. And Bamforth, when he's got the ball in his hands, good things are happening. He's taking time off the clock. Over to Pierre. Pierre drives in. Oh, that was a monster play. What a finish from Pierre. That might have just done it. Not on your life. Hannah gets 3 of them back. 82-78, 20.5 seconds remain. Boy, that was big time. If that one's out, the game is over. Now they've got a chance.
Listen to me, what I want to see very easy. Rock, go and come back. Scott, use double screen here and go on the ball. Levi, pass the ball on Scott. Okay? Who receive the ball, use the elbow. Give, hey, give.
Oh, vale, we go. Drop, there is a pick and roll. Drop. And the last of 2 men side is not here. He's here. They want to pass the ball to the big guy right away. So really up. Drop. Let's try to recover.
That was a big shot from Mr. Hanna, that 3-pointer. I mean, I don't think his stats do him justice. I mean, it's amazing. He's got 21 points, but he's got the 1 assist and the 1 steal and the 1 block shot. But he's been solid. I mean, he's come out. He's made plays tonight. So his efficiency is at +17. Here's Pierre, and they're going to foul. So a couple of seconds tick off the clock. And Pierre will go to the line for the first time tonight, I might add. Nope, he made his first attempt. Now he misses that one. So he did go to the line earlier. And gosh knows, did he hit a tough shot just a second ago? So Murcia told they'll call a technical the next time there's that movement down there. So that shot gets it back up to 83-78. They've got to hurry. They're in a rush. Hanna for 3. The tip, no good. Dinamo Sassari get the rebound. Jones, but steps out of bounds with 5.1 seconds remaining. And something else to bear in mind, even if they don't win, it's important for Murcia to get this score line as close as possible in case of a tiebreaker later, at the end of the regular season. You never know. They could be tied with 4th place, for example, on the line. And it could go to a goal differential tiebreaker, a head-to-head between these 2 teams. Oh, Hanna gets open for 3. And good play from Pierre to throw it away. So Dinamo Sassari travel to Spain the south of Spain and win against UCAM Murcia, handing them their first loss in the Basketball Champions League. Great win for the Italian club. Well, you really got to tip your hat to Dinamo Sassari. I mean, this UCAM Murcia team did not play bad tonight. They didn't shoot as well, perhaps, as they would have expected, but nevertheless, they came out and they really played hard tonight. But Dinamo Sassari were just better. They made the plays when they had to, and their man of the moment was Bamforth. He came out and really carried them when they needed it. 9 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists for him. He's all over the place. He also had the steal. Okay, he had the 4 turnovers, but you live with that, with everything else that he does for you. And top scorers, Hanna, 21, Olesen, 15. Rojas was his team's 3rd leading scorer. And a tough night for Spain. You know, the league is the Spanish teams in this league. Well, Iberostar Tenerife won, but Movistar Estudiantes fell on the road at Strasbourg as well. So, you know, the Basketball Champions League, there are no gimmies. And we've been reminded of that tonight as 2 Spanish clubs fall, whereas the defending champions Iberostar Tenerife go and they beat previously unbeaten Gaziantep in Turkey 87-74. So just a great all-round night in the Basketball Champions League. This game was just fun from the start. And by the time we got to the 4th quarter, it was anybody's game. They had their chances, Dinamo Sassari, to fold up their tent and go home, but they weren't going to do it tonight. They had that look that they were going to get the job done. And despite the plays made by Murcia, you remember the steal and the dunk. Well, don't forget there was also the Bamforth turnover, which Rojas had a chance to score with a layup or a dunk, and he missed it. And then they fouled Bamforth. So when they look back at the game tape, the coach is going to say, guys, when we get opportunities, we got to put them away. Vitor Benite did not play tonight, nor did Ovi Soko for Murcia. Urtasun did play and hit that 3. And Levi Randolph there. He came out and made some big plays as well. And boy, they really did need the scoring from Hanna tonight, Murcia. You know, there were times when we saw the 4-point play go for Murcia from Olesen, you thought, well, it's going to be their night. But full marks to Dinamo Sassari. They just kept plugging away. And that's what you got to do. You just got to fight through the adversity. And this could be the start of something beautiful for them in the Champions League. In the Basketball Champions League, of course, no game is going to be a gimme. When you look at the games that are coming up for these 2 teams, you've got next week for UCAM Murcia, there'll be AV Baskets Oldenburg, so that'll be a tough one. And for Dinamo Sassari, I'll tell you in just a minute. So Dinamo Sassari next week will be at home, back at home against AS Monaco. So it doesn't get any easier at all for Dinamo Sassari. This is just a fun group. I mean, you got to come ready to play every night in this group. And certainly UCAM Murcia were reminded of that tonight. So 83-78, Dinamo Sassari winning it. And you had Bamforth there leading the way, hitting a series of big shots. I'm guessing we're going to see Pierre's big drive. Nope, we're not. So that's it, folks. Thanks for watching. 83-78, Dinamo Sassari get their first win of the Basketball Champions League season over Murcia.